So I did a story about my sister in disaster dating treachery. Her name is Cassidy Dangler, and she went TikTok viral because she actually trekked through sea level waters during Hurricane Ida to go on a first date with the guy she met on Hinge. And surprise, it was a disaster, a literal natural disaster.
This is me on my way to a first date.
She was talking to a guy on Hinge that she really connected with. He was 29 from New York, a tech guy, and they both really liked rock climbing. So we set up a rock climbing date. And as she started getting dressed that evening, she saw that the rain was coming down and she felt bad about canceling. So she decided to go. So she got on the train from Harlem to Midtown and it was raining. But when she got off the train, it was pouring sheets of rain. Earlier in the day, she had texted him like, maybe we should reschedule. He was like, no, I don't want to. And then she gets there and he's a dud.
After the date, which was 1 single hour long, in which he made me pay for myself, we walked outside and he said, yeah, you're right, we should have rescheduled.
It was really cool to connect with somebody who kind of understood what I go through sometimes as a single woman in the dating world in the tri-state area. It's not pretty, okay? I had some bad first dates. I've wanted to call FEMA on some of my dates because they have been literal disasters.
And we're back on the couch where I wanted to be the whole night anyway.
After Cassidy had her disaster date, she ended up meeting another guy who she previously talked to on Hinge. And I think they also went out like 1 or 2 times before. So they met up again. Then my girl Cassidy made it all the way to Kelly Clarkson's talk show last week. She was on as a special guest and it was all about her disaster date.
This must have been the worst date you've ever been on, right? New York dating, like I said, it's crazy.
I low-key feel like Kelly Clarkson saw my article and was like, oh, we got to get this girl. So it's kind of like I was on Kelly Clarkson because Cassidy was on Kelly Clarkson.
Maybe this guy would be fun if he's willing to risk going through her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you thought, yeah. And then he made you pay. He asked you out.
It was a really fun experience for her. And to see the story go from TikTok to the New York Post to TV is super cool. So Hurricane Ida was just devastating. So many people were just completely washed out by it. People's cars were stuck on the side of the road. People's homes were flooded. And I just was fascinated that, people were still going out in the storm and still risking it all despite the devastation. It was bad that night. So I was like, Cassidy, girl, what are you doing? Get in the house, get a rowboat and get your butt to Harlem. Don't go out on a date. But she did it and now she's viral for it.